Hello and welcome. This video is brought to you by the streamingadvisor.com. Tailor your entertainment with streaming. And you see we're here on a Roku. This is my Roku Ultra. It's all hooked up and ready to go. And we're going to take a look at a new thing on the Roku called Featured Free. You see that it's located right here in the menu with all of the other main stuff for the Roku. So this is something that Roku wants you to notice immediately versus just having a channel. And what it is it's kind of like an extension of the Roku channel in general. Let me show you, I'll show you the Roku channel for instance, and then I'll show you featured free and you'll see how they're similar. This is the Roku channel, which is a free channel on Roku that you can add. And the Roku channel has a featured category with movies, the live news category, pulling in things from various news apps, and then movies. It's mostly movies on the Roku channel. They're all free, and there's usually a little TV section, classic TVs, lots of selections. Turns out to become a very, very popular channel on Roku. It's the 5th most popular one they have. There's a classic for you right there, Boa versus Python. So that's the Roku channel, like the actual channel. You have to add this in the channel store. Featured free, on the other hand, starts off right away on any Roku that's fully updated. So we're going to jump into that. And like I said, immediately I think you'll see how it's pretty similar. From the home page, you just click on featured free and you'll pull this up, click to the right, and you're in. And just like the Roku channel, it starts off with the featured row. But one of the differences is that it sort of mixes in TV shows and movies. So you've got your Matrix trilogy and Friends with Benefits, but Making It's a TV show, America's Got Talent's a TV show, and The 100 is a TV show. So you got a little mix and match there. Another big feature is that the featured free features this, the recent TV. And I'll show you that if it's under this and it doesn't have a section, if it doesn't say where it's from, usually it launches right in, shows you what's available, and if it's available, it doesn't have a little padlock on it. And that's a big deal, because the padlock, if you see that in a TV Everywhere app, usually means you have to sign in. Usually you have to have a cable provider, a pay TV provider, something like that. So what you can do here is if you see a title that you find interesting and you click on it, it's going to be sitting right there for you. See, no padlock, no padlock. Oddly enough, though, some things in the featured free section do have a padlock. They're not, like, everything on there isn't free. I'm just going to jump back in on one thing. I'll show you something else that it does. Here, this is the originals, and you see up in the corner that has the CW logo on it. That's because the originals is a CW app. It's a CW show. If it has the network signal, it's usually going to say this, watch for free on CW. Obviously, if it's not on the CW, it'll say watch for free on something else. But if you jump in there, it's going to actually load the CW app. And see, now we're in the CW, so it goes to that to show you the episodes that are available. CW, pretty much as a rule, usually has the last 5 episodes of a given series. Let's see, 12, 13. So that's how that works if it's a network sort of thing. But you see that what it does is it takes TV content and breaks it up into different categories. Recent, binge-worthy TV comedies. And it pulls it from lots of different sources. Now I'll show you an example of something that is a little more confusing. Here under TV comedies we have The Simpsons. So if I press OK, it gives me a loading, and watch for free It says watch for free on Fox Now. So, oh wow, free episodes of The Simpsons. Let's check it out. You're going to jump in. And we have episode 21 through 18, 17. So episodes 17 through 21 of the most recent season of The Simpsons are free. Once you get down later, it's not free. See, King of Lear and so on. You see the little lock right under the title. So that means if you click on it, it's going to ask you to sign in. I might be signed in. I don't remember. Nope. We're not signed in, so you get enjoy your 60-minute preview. That's sort of a incentive, sign in, get your cable provider, something like that. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that it doesn't go to everything that's free. Sometimes it just brings you to a place where there is free content. Sometimes when you're in an app, it will bounce back out when you exit to the actual network app. So now we're in like the Fox Networks app, which actually connects you up to a lot of stuff. It's a pretty cool app on its own, but that can be a little confusing because you're in the Roku interface, you jump in on a show, now you're in Fox. So in order to get out of it, you got to keep on exiting until you actually have a chance to exit the app, and now it's going to exit back into featured free. And that sort of goes along with everything. Like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, again, that's a Fox show. Watch for free on Fox Now. We'll jump into Fox. Special programming note. Next season, when you want to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, it's going to be on NBC. So keep that in mind for future reference. And it has episodes 18 through 22, and that's it. It doesn't have anything hidden behind a paywall. It's just only these episodes. So something I'll say about this is that everything is not necessarily uniform. You kind of don't know exactly what you're going to get from show to show. Because you might expect that you could unlock all of the episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine the way that you can with The Simpsons, but instead, it's just the 5 episodes. There's definitely a heavy presence with Fox and ABC on here, but it does integrate other things. See Crackle. In some cases, it even integrates Pluto TV. And Roku has promised a lot of partners. Maybe they're not all available right now, but I mean, the thing really just launched. This is the first full day that it's been available. There you go. Anthony Bourdain, no reservations. Pluto TV has been picking up a lot of different things that are, pretty recognizable shows. Let's see, does it just launch directly into the show or the app interface? Yeah, it launches into the interface. And I'm getting out of that because it seems like you can't have a little enough of any clip from anything for YouTube's rules. But that's what this is. The featured free is sort of something to help you explore what Roku is all about. It gives you a sense of the sorts of things that are available on given channels. And I expect to see more channels jump in and put more of their content on featured free, because inevitably people are going to want to add the channels that these things are available on. Of course, then they can get more ad revenue and such like that. Now, just like the Roku channel, it also includes movies. So under comedies and dramas, you're seeing these are all movies. I'm trying to see if there's even any TV shows, and it doesn't look like it. Let's see. Nope. It's just kind of overlaps with what the Roku channel itself does. And then you've got a kind of a short classic TV role. But this is something that I see growing, most definitely growing going forward. It's kind of hard to get a full feel for a feature when it's just out. but it looks like a step in the right direction as Roku and other products continue to become something that's easier to find content on. In the old days, it was all, we have this many apps, we have this many channels. I mean, Roku has tons and tons and tons of channels, and tons and tons and tons of categories. So many right now, it doesn't look like it's loading. There we go. But even in the new and notable, you got 14, while most popular, 75. Top 3, 25. So you see, there's a lot to look at that it becomes overwhelming. So what they've done by starting something like that, 1,160 channels in movies and TV, what they're doing with this featured free is kind of helping you say, hey, I want to see something funny, or I want to see something exciting. And so they just have a handful of things. They say, well, here's something for you. Slowly but surely, I think the streaming products are going to help recreate more of a traditional TV feel, even though really it's all on demand. And we'll see how that goes. But this looks like another step in that direction, similar to what Apple is doing with its TV app. But that is what's going on with Featured Free and Roku. I hope you found that helpful, and if you did, please subscribe and share this video with your friends. And just keep in mind what I said. So if somebody says, it has a section called Featured Free, and then everything on there is free, that's not the case, at least not right now. Maybe they'll shore it up so that it is the case. But right now, you might find a whole series, you might find 5 episodes, you might find 5 episodes for free and some that aren't. It all depends, but it's something to explore and monitor as it grows. Take care. I'm Ryan Downey, the Streaming Advisor. Stream on, my friends.